Welcome to the seventh and the final part of the cubing series, our guide on how to solve the last layer of the Rubik's Cube. Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you're just a few steps away from completing your cube. In the previous video, we had learned how to solve the yellow cross, and in today's video, we are going to learn how to solve the last layer, and after that, your entire cube will be solved. As always, make sure to check out the description box for the algorithms I'm going to mention in today's video. So, without wasting time, let's go into the video. So guys, solving the last layer is pretty much easier than the rest of the steps because we just have to remember some cases and by heart a couple of algorithms and just put it into play. We can divide this into three steps: aligning the edges, aligning the corners, and finally solving the corners. In this, aligning the edges and corners consists of two cases each. So let's get started. First, we have to align the second colors of the yellow edges with their corresponding centers. For this, we have to check which of the two edge pieces are correctly matched. So here we have two cases. Case 1 is when we have two adjacent edges matched correctly. In this case, we have to keep one on the back layer and the other on the right layer and perform the algorithm R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, and do a U-turn and all your edges will be matched correctly. The second case is when two opposite edges are matched correctly. In this case, keep one on the right layer and the other on the left layer and perform the same algorithm R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now we will get into the first case. Check which of the two adjacent edges are aligned correctly. In this case, we have the orange and the green center aligned correctly. Keep one on the back layer and the other on the right layer and perform the algorithm R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Do a U-turn and all the edges will be aligned correctly. The next step is to align the corners, which means we have to swap the corners with each other and get each of these four corners into their correct position. In this step 2, we have two cases, as I said earlier. Case 1 is when we have one corner in its correct position. That piece may be solved or maybe just in its correct position, just like this. In this case, we have to keep this piece on our right layer and perform the algorithm U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Check whether the other corners have gotten into their correct position. In this case, two corners have already solved and the rest two are in their correct positions. If not, repeat the same step again by keeping the same piece on your right layer and all your corner pieces will be aligned correctly and some of them may be solved. The second case is when you don't have any of the corner pieces in their correct position or none of them are solved. In this case, we can hold the cube in any position and perform the same algorithm U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, and check whether any of the corner pieces have gotten into their correct position or any of them are solved. Here we have one corner in its correct position. Now we have to keep this on its right layer and perform the algorithm U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now check again whether the rest of them have gotten into their correct positions. They haven't. So we have to keep the same piece on our right layer and perform the algorithm again U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now we can see that two of the corners have solved and the rest two are in their correct position. The next step is to solve the rest of the corners. For that, keep one of the unsolved corner on your right layer and perform the algorithm R prime, D prime, R, D. Repeat this algorithm until this corner is solved. This corner is solved. Once this corner is solved, do a U prime to get the next unsolved corner on your right layer. You should keep in mind that we are not supposed to rotate the entire cube. We have to do multiple U prime turns to get the unsolved corners on our right layer. So in this case, the unsolved corner is on the back layer. So I have to do U2 to get it over here. and repeat the same algorithm R prime, D prime, R, D, and continue it until this corner is solved. And this corner is solved. Continue this until all the unsolved corners are solved. And finally, after the last corner is solved, align the upper layer and your cube is solved. Congratulations, you have solved your first cube. You have learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube using the beginner's method. Now all that you need is practice, practice and more practice until you get faster using this method. After that, you can learn more advanced methods to solve the cube much faster. Once you're ready for that, I'll be teaching you guys those methods too. So that's it for today. Make sure to check out the description box for the algorithms I had mentioned in today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. Make sure to give a thumbs up down below and hit that subscribe button and enable the notifications so that you can stay tuned with me. So until next time, it's me signing out.